What's up, everybody, man? Quick disclaimer: everything I'm gonna say in this video is alleged, um, and just my opinion, and we're gonna talk about it. Um, so, as everybody knows, man, Kevin Samuel passed away at age 57. Kevin Samuels was a great man in my eyes. I have no personal vendetta with this guy. Um, I actually feel like this man was underrated and actually undervalued because there's a lot of people celebrating this man's death going around the internet. Uh, how you can do this, I don't understand. Uh, as they say, shame because one thing about it, man, every time there's a black man that steps up and he stands up and he's not afraid to stand up and step up to the plate and say what needs to be said, there's always a bunch of envy, and the envy comes from people who are afraid to say the things themselves. The envy comes from the people who feel some type of way about what he is saying. The envy comes because people have self-issues that they need to deal with. Because if a person can say something that deters the way you feel about yourself, hurts your feelings, because society has been taught a thing to where no matter who you are or how old you are, we've all been taught to basically gravitate to the same thing. And only the wise would understand and know how to get out of that in the first place. Get out of that mind frame. And society has been taught to undervalue the men and overvalue the women. And the women these days, a lot of the women these days, they want someone who they can control, someone who they are, um, so to speak, doing better than, somebody who, um, somebody who can't make a move if they wanted to. In other words, if they didn't like the way you were running the relationship or going about the relationship, they're afraid to leave because they'll be homeless. So that's what they want. You're going to stay here, you're going to go through the torment, the torture, and the harder you hit, the more I'm going to kick you while you're down. That's the society that we live in today. And a lot of the problem is the men as well, because men know their value, some of them know their value, but they are afraid to, or, well, I won't even say they are afraid to stand on that. What I will say is they get this certain denial or from the women, or they get this, this thing from the women because the women look at the TVs and they want a man that's a rapper. He got gold teeth, or he's in Hollywood, or he's a doctor, he's a lawyer. But don't you realize that your parents didn't go for that necessarily? Some of them did, but go back to before their parents and their parents. At some point, as long as the man was a working man, the man had a job, the man did what he could to provide. That woman never left because he couldn't provide enough. She would either try and help out some type of way, or she would just tough it out with her man's. And that's what's wrong with today. Today's society and today's upcoming youth, because what I see out there is a lot of misled, misguided individuals. Because a man will go out there and he'll work all day. He'll work hard every day. But he has this beautiful woman at home. She may or may not work. And he feels like he has to fit her high standards. We're not talking about regular standards, go to work, come home, be a husband or boyfriend to the girl. We're not talking about that. We're talking about um, I'm working or I'm not working, but whether I am or not, I need you to be the one doing this. I need you to be the one paying for this. See, the way I see it, and this is why me and Kevin Samuels would have gotten along very well, because the way I see it, if I'm going out and I'm making a living and I have to come home to someone who is not satisfied with what I am doing, but I am happy with what I am doing, whether I'm satisfied or not, I'm happy because I'm going to work and I'm making a check. I'm going to be able to pay these bills if it takes both of my checks to pay one bill or to pay the rent or to pay this or pay that. You see what I'm saying? Now, the woman has this high level of indulgence, self-indulgence, freaking narcissist attitude to the point where it's almost her way or the highway, when it should be our way or the highway. See, there's no we, or there's no I in we, unless it's a game. Nintendo Wii is the only Wii with two I's. It's you, it's I, and it's I on your half. It's you and it's I. You see what I'm saying? But that's not a relationship. That's not a, I guess you could kind of say that's a partnership, because it's definitely not a relationship. But it's not even a true partnership, because a true partnership, man, y'all got each other's back. You see what I'm saying? Like, y'all are going to go through hell and high waters, to make sure that each other are straight. What I see these days is the man will do everything he can for his household, or his house, anytime his girl asks for something, he's on it. Oh, but he fell short now, you know what I'm saying, and he ain't got it like he used to or something, and all of a sudden it's like, oh, nah, you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. I don't have that problem personally. I just see it because I don't have anybody helping me pay any bills, anything like that. I pay my own bills. I pay my own way. I don't want anybody paying my bills. You'll never be able to say your lights wouldn't be on if it wasn't for me, or I'm gonna call and cut the lights out because I paid the bill or because it's in my name. So, like I say, you have to think about these things, guys. Like, is the man undervalued, and is the woman overvalued? Because the men tend to overvalue these women so much that they belittle themselves or accept the belittlement from these women. And when I say belittle themselves, their self-esteem goes so low because it's like, oh man, I gotta have this woman. Oh man, I'm not man enough. Oh man, I'm not making enough money. Oh man, I don't have this, I don't have that. Man, I can give a damn what the woman like. If you come to my house and you don't like what you see, get to stepping. Like Martin. Get to stepping. So, like I say, man, it's a big pill to swallow, man. When you really think about it, because it's like, okay, the men are so undervalued that a man can have a job, he makes $20, $30, $40, $50,000, a year, and still the woman wants a man who makes 65, 75 a year, or 100,000 a year. I mean, you got 100,000, you can almost say you got you a beautiful woman, thick, can do this and do that for you, because she gonna jump on that. I'm not saying a man wouldn't if he was faced with the same, situation. uh, excuse me, y'all. They just cut this damn grass across the street, man. But yeah, so like I say, man, this guy was a hell of a guy, if you ask me, man. I just feel like I'll pay my way, you pay your way. I don't need no joint. It's like Tommy Sotomayor said, man. I don't need no joint bank accounts, no joint nothing. And even if we have a joint one, I still gotta have my own, because the only money that's going into this joint account is what we make jointly. If we didn't make this money together, it's not our money. It's my money. Unless we're married. If we're married, okay. What's mine is yours. But better believe I'm going to still have a savings account or something like that somewhere on the side, because if you ever decide you want to leave me or divorce me or whatever, maybe I feel like I want to divorce you or something. I don't know. But I won't be stuck with nothing. I won't be having to worry about a prenup, because anything that I own will be in my own private trust. Foreign trust for asset protection, to be exact. So, I'll take it for what it is, man. Hey, y'all smash that like button though. If y'all like what y'all seeing in the content. If y'all like the content, man. Definitely share the video, man. I'm just shooting the shit, seeing where it stick right now, man. Because I want to know what y'all think, man. I want to know what y'all think about this Kevin Samuels situation. Do y'all think it was foul play? Because I definitely think it was foul play. There's no way that I'm going to be found on... First of all, it's alleged that he was found on... And I don't have to keep... My bad, y'all. I was looking for this pack of cigarettes, and the only one I thought I had on me was the one that ain't really got nothing in it. That's crazy. That's what's up. Alright, hey man, smoking is bad for you. Just throw it out there. Yeah, man, but like I say, like Tommy Sotomayor said, man, I don't want anything joint. I had to agree with him on that, and because I feel that way. I've always said that. I didn't just say that because Tommy Sotomayor said that. I'm not no follower. I am a leader. I am a leader. You know what I'm saying? That's the reason I pay my own way. I lead by example. But I always have. I've always been that way. Since I was 15, I had me a... Well, I can say it now. It's in the past. Since I was 15, I had me a dope pack. I had to get it. My grandma busted me in the act. Making that money. I didn't care, man. I was giving her so much money, she knew what I was doing. I tried to lie. She laughed at me and let me know exactly what I was doing. And said, where you think you get it from? But anyway, man, like I say, man, the Kevin Samuels situation is a faulty situation, if you ask me. I honestly don't feel like the man would have died on top of the girl, or with the girl on top of him with his hands around her neck, unless he was trying to defend himself. Because if I was feeling any type of way, there's no way. I mean, if you have a heart attack, I know a lot of that's instant, but even then, like, I'm going to feel something before it, and I'm going to be like, I'm going to be like, I don't know, I've never had a heart attack, but I just feel like from the medical, the medical, being in the medical field myself, and having family who's, surgeons and stuff like that, I just feel like you're going to feel something, whether it's a sharp pain, whether it was something prior to that you've been feeling, you're going to feel something, whether it's days before. And first of all, I know right before you have a heart attack, you start seeing little spots, you start seeing little dots. When you start looking around and you start seeing looking like little dots and stuff, that's a heart attack coming on. Take you some cayenne pepper and just put it on your tongue. But I mean, that's just me and my speculation. It's all alleged, y'all. It's all alleged. Like I said, that's just my speculation, because I feel like if I was in a position up under a female and I'm choking her, I'm still gonna feel something. I'm gonna be like, hold on, baby. You know what I'm saying? Like, hold up. You know what I mean, or something. Now he could have been on a pill, man, like a stimulant, a sex stimulant. I'm not saying anything else. I'm saying he may have allegedly been on a sex stimulant or something else to where it slowed his heart rate down or it raised his heart rate up. But either way, when he went to go and defend himself, basically, I feel like he went to defend himself. He either seen her trying to jab him with whatever it was, or, it had already hit him and he's trying to defend himself. But if you put yourself in a situation up under a female and you got your hands around her neck, we're not talking about sex. Yeah, that's common. Like, we know that. You see what I'm saying? But I just don't feel like that's. I don't know. I don't feel like that's. I don't feel like that's a possibility, man. I just don't. Feed it to the next man, but miss me with the boys. But anyway, man, I just wanted to say a little bit of something like that, man. Test out my live and everything, man. I wasn't even expecting nobody to be in the live necessarily, you know what I'm saying? I just wanted to go ahead and try it live, man. See what this live thing was about, see what kind of options I had and so forth, all that stuff, man. But y'all go check out my video on my other channel where I actually spoke more in depth on this topic. Like I said, this is more of me just testing this stuff. I'm at work, man, so I'm chilling. But I'm gonna catch y'all later, man. Conscious knowledge, man. KKTV.